and this is...
I'm TIANNA Hatch. This is just a brief introduction to our survey. We conducted this to figure out where college students are falling on the HEP, NEP scale, and just where their environmental head is at.
So to begin, we'll be speaking about the differences between NEP and HEP. The NEP is a view that humans represent only one of the many species on Earth, and that human activities are determined by the environment as well as by social and cultural factors, and that humans are strongly dependent upon the environment and its resources.
The second end of that spectrum is the human exemptionalist paradigm, which is a viewpoint in which humans believe that they're exempt from the forces of nature.
So
yeah.
You weren't biased to any side.
No.
So,
I'm usually always, when it comes to like issues like this, I'm always in the middle. Like I have to take everything into account and kind of just stay on the fence a little bit. I mean, I totally believe that like all of us, humans and nature really go hand in hand, but also we are able to control certain parts of the environment and stuff. And we kind of just have to do our part in like both ways, kind of like inhabiting the earth, but also trying to take care of it.
Means that you essentially believe that humans are a part of nature, and that it's kind of a mutual relationship. So humans do affect nature, and they do have consequences to their relationship with nature. Do you agree with that?
I agree. All right. So basically, from your survey, we found that you fell under more towards the human exemptionalist paradigm, which means you believe that humans are exempt from the limits of nature, and that human environmental relationships were unimportant sociologically. So out of 75 points, that's what you could get. You landed on 55. So what do you think about that?
Honestly, I kind of thought I was on the other side of the scale, kind of feel like I answered basically the questions like for the nature cause. So.
From the 10 students surveyed, some of them scored in the middle range from 27 to 47. What is interesting is that although the 7 students scored in that middle range, all of them lean towards the new ecological paradigm. Those are highlighted in red. From the results, we imply that students scored the way they did because of the generation that they're in and at the age they're at make them more exposed and more educated towards environmental issues while being able to understand it more. During the interviews conducted, a question came to mind, and that question was, does pro-NEP scores and attitudes lead to pro-environmental behaviors? And from the 10 interviewed, multiple statements were made that referred back to cultural denial. For example, from the second person interviewed, Scott comments on how many people are aware of environmental issues, yet they just don't do anything and nothing will change. People seem to keep environmental issues away from their everyday lives and let cultural norms tell them what they should feel, pay attention to, or talk about. The Buffalo Bills and the Sabres will always lose and will always get snowstorms. There's always the same talk when there are real issues to speak about and real issues to act on. And
there are 7 main cultural beliefs that contribute to cultural denial and reinforce environmental problems. The false belief that the world is inexhaustible, a widespread, strong faith in technology, and the fact that society believes in materialistic success are just a few of those contributors. Throughout the interviews that we conducted, all 3 of these cultural beliefs were expressed by the college students being interviewed. For example, one interviewee named Hannah made the following statement: "Any major environmental problem that happens won't be an issue. I'm sure that the government has situations and solutions that they just haven't exposed to the public yet."